everyone, welcome to Mergy Movies. I'm Fergie.
And I'm Big Mike, and it is May Musicals, as you've already seen from our little opening there. So the movie that you all picked for this month, May Musicals, was Grease. Good girl Sandy, Olivia Newton-John, and greaser Danny, John Travolta, fell in love over the summer. But then they realized that they're both in the same high school. Will they be able to rekindle their romance? So Fergie, what did you think of this movie?
Well, it's an alright movie. It's that classic musical. It's the, everybody, you watch a musical, everybody wants to see Grease. It's not one of my favorites. I've seen it before, and it's like I said, it's alright. It's not anything special. Although it is one of John Travolta's career, his pinnacle career acting roles. So for that, and then Olivia Newton-John, with all due respect to her, other than Let's Get Physical, this is the only movie I've ever seen her in, or can remember her in. So, it's an alright movie, and for those two, I guess it's a peak in their careers. But other than that, it's nothing to rave about.
Yeah, like when everybody, like you said, when everybody wants to see a musical, a lot of people want to see Grease. It is a pretty decent movie. It's not horrible or anything. It is cheesy, like a lot of musicals usually are. That's what you get with a musical. Yeah. But it has tunes to it that you can dance, sing to, or sing along to occasionally. I mean, it's not my favorite musical of all time.
I know it was Sweeney Todd for you.
Yes, I love Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd's my favorite musical now. I used to love Little Shop of Horrors, but Sweeney Todd's my favorite. But yeah, just overall, Grease is sort of it's like it was a career-changing moment for John Travolta. Saturday Night Fever, and all the other movies, musical type movies that he did. But all in all, like, Grease is not the greatest movie of all time, but I guess it's one of those movies that you just have to watch at least one time in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, it's just Grease is a good movie, but it's not one of my favorite musicals.
No, it's not. And I'm not big into musicals. I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but I have seen Grease, and I've seen a few. And Grease isn't very high on my list of favorite musicals. It is like one of those movies you have to see at least once in your life. Yeah. But it's not one I'd watch twice.
No, it's one of those movies for me I might watch every couple years or maybe a year. If it's on TV, I might look through it quickly. It's okay. It's not a horrible movie or anything. It's not one of my favorites. So, what would you give it out of 5 there, Fergie?
I'd give it out of 5, 2.5.
2.5? I'm going to give it a 3. So combine it, makes it 5.5 out of 10 stars. So it passed the middle bar, but it's not one of our favorite choices.
It's like, because I know you would have picked
Sweeney Todd,
Sweeney Todd.
Like I was just going to say, like, what would you rather pick?
I would have picked the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
I will admit, in most points, it's cheesier than Grease.
Yes,
but
it is.
But it is.
But anyway.
But it's like Grease, I don't even know how to describe it, where Rocky Horror Picture Show is intentionally that cheesy.
Yes, it's supposed to be like that.
It's supposed to be like that, where Grease is... It's based on a Broadway... I guess they're both based on Broadway plays. All of them are, but...
all of them are, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just... I just have this feeling that if you're going with the cheese factor, if you're going to be that incredibly lame and cheesy, make it intentional and just go overboard with it, like the Rocky Horror Picture Show did.
If you're picking a cheesy musical, Like, the one thing about Sweeney Todd, like when you watch Sweeney Todd, you almost... Like, it's one of those musicals where sometimes you don't even, realize it's a musical sometimes, because that actually has a good story to it.
Yes, it does.
And, even if there was no music in it, it'd still be a pretty decent movie to watch. Like, it's actually based on, I guess, a so-called urban legend of England at that time. But it's just, Johnny Depp is actually phenomenal. Johnny Depp's almost phenomenal in anything.
Yeah, that's just Johnny Depp.
Okay, and what's the woman's name again? I can't pronounce her name.
Oh, Helena Bonham Carter.
That's it. She's Tim
Burton's wife.
Tim Burton's wife. Yeah, she's very creepily weird in that. She's pretty creepy in a lot of movies.
She's a creepy woman in all of the movies she's in. She's a creepy woman. She's married to Tim Burton.
Creepy. Oh yeah, she's got to be if she's married to Tim Burton. But I really like Sweeney Todd because like lots of the time you're just watching it and you're just engulfed in the story. Like with Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's just like you're like sitting there like going, wow. But especially near the end when other things happen. I won't say it for you if you haven't seen it. Very interesting. It's one of those movies you at least have to see once in your life. Little Shop of Horrors is always a funny movie to watch.
It's funny. You gotta love the plant. You gotta love Rick Moranis.
Exactly.
Before he disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah, pretty much. But and actually, a point about Rick Moranis, they recently started a cartoon, Bob and Doug, actually off of their Bob and Doug McKenzie, the Kenzie Brothers. There's a cartoon out now, but Rick Moranis is not one of the voices. They actually got Dave Coulier to do it, Uncle Joey off Full House to do his voice, and Rick Moranis is producing it. I found that out the other day. So it's pretty interesting. So he isn't totally vanished off the face of the earth. He's just not on movies anymore.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost. But yeah, and Hairspray, I was actually really surprised how decent Hairspray was. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen Hairspray, and I actually didn't mind Hairspray. Of the other ones I would have picked, it would have been a toss-up between Sweeney Todd and Hairspray.
Yeah.
What was the other choice again?
There was Hairspray, Sweeney Todd,
Rocky Horror Picture
Rocky Horror Picture Show, Little Shop of Horrors, and Grease.
Yeah, it would have been a toss-up between those two.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and then when it comes to all these musicals, everybody should just go try them out for themselves. Everybody's different in musicals. Some people hate musicals at all, so we might not see everybody here at the movie night. But it's good to watch a musical every once in a while to get you all hipped up and just to laugh at the cheesy stuff like that. Actually, a couple little things is that the bad thing about Hairspray is that I heard they're making a sequel. But the thing is, though, but the thing about it is, though, the guy who actually wrote the first Hairspray movie, the one that's not the musical, is actually writing it. So, I don't know. I might go see it just, maybe not in theaters, but just 'cause. But I'll see it maybe on Movie Central or something. And I also heard
that
for a while
they're remaking the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
and that's like it's like a sin.
That's a sin because Tim Curry, there is no one who could replace Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenstein.
No. And if they did, he may have his little hit in there, but not as much as Tim Curry. Tim Curry's great in everything almost he does.
Yeah,
so.
But him as Dr. Frankenfurter, that's just, and everything. A young Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, like wow, to see her in that movie, she's so young. It's like wow.
And then just the cast of characters, Meatloaf, everything. Yeah. It's an incredible group of people. And like I said, if you want to have a cheesy musical, why not just go overboard and watch the Rocky Picture Show? Over the way and more.
All right, but also another good way to see this is not just movie form. If any of these shows are in town at any point in time, go see them.
If they're like on Broadway or something, or a live stage show, go see them, because I got a feeling a live show would be a lot more interesting and a lot more entertaining than seeing it on a screen.
Exactly, like a lot of them. Like I do have to admit though, Hairspray looks better on screen than it does on Broadway, but then again you have to see everything for yourself. Again. So anyway, we're going to be right back after this short commercial break.